Hello, this video is about to find out in 30 seconds if a Gibson is a fake or a genuine one. You walk down the street, in a pawn shop window there is a Gibson guitar, $600. You go in, the owner doesn't know much about guitars, so you can find out in 30 seconds if it's worth to have a closer look by a specialist or if you can leave the shop. So let's go through these 4 points on a genuine Gibson. First, the neck has to be on one piece where it joins the body. It has to be one piece. If you see there is a color difference, there is glued. If you see this isn't one piece, it's 99% not a genuine Gibson. It could be a neck repair, but this is really rare. Usually, if it's not one piece, it's not a Gibson. Second, if the neck isn't a one-piece neck, if it's glued in, it looks like an oval. Here you see different woods or different colors, then 99% it isn't a genuine Gibson, it's a fake. So let's start with the third part, that's the tunomatic bridge. The 1952 had the trapezoid, but shortly after they started with the tunomatic bridge. And the tunomatic bridge, like here, they never had screws. And for a few years now, they have bridges with inlay screws, like this. But single slot screws never used on a Gibson. It could be a bridge exchange, but usually you find these single slot screws on Epiphones. As you can see, these single slot screws are on Epiphones or other brands, but never on Gibson. And fourth is the headstock and the neck binding. Gibson has two ways to put their name on the headstock. That's one is the inlay, that's for the more expensive runs and models, the pearless, and the other ones is the gold stamp. If the copies are usually made with an inlay because they can sell for a higher price. But if Gibson puts the inlay, usually on most guitars they have a fret binding. As you can see, this is a plastic, and where the fret goes there is a little plastic that covers the frets, that makes it more comfortable to play. And if there is a pearless headstock inlay and there is no binding like here, then it could be a copy. You see, this is the lower range of Gibson, then it's a gold stamped, no binding, inlay, binding. So with those information you can spot in 30 seconds if it's worth to have a closer look by a luthier, to open the guitar, to check the electronics, whatever. So the neck has to be one piece. Here the neck has to be one piece. The bridge shouldn't have one slot screws. If it's inlay, it should have binding. I mean, it could be refretted, then there is no more binding, even if it's a 69 or a 73 original genuine Les Paul, or it could be a fixed neck break. But if all 3 or 4 of those problems are, then I would say 90% it's a fake one. And why not to have a fake one? Because when you play in a metal band in Dubuque, Iowa, wherever, you have a tour in Europe and they catch you in France or Italy, the penalty is what the reissue is worth, you know, the factory, the MSRP price, and 59 costs $8,500, and you have to pay that penalty, $8,500, because Italy and France, they have luxury brands, they want to protect them, you know, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, whatever. And so it's not worth to travel with a fake one. It's dangerous in some countries. The penalties are quite serious, you know, or it's even an offense. And then now when you want to sell it abroad, you need the citus papers, and I'm not sure if it's easy to get for a fake Gibson citus papers. Okay, so if you have some more information or someone has some other information that helps, please leave your comment. Thank you for watching and see you soon.